Hello there, I'm the base manager and welcome back to Factory Town. Now guys, in this episode we are going to take advantage of what we built last episode. We now have some conveyor cloth belts, but first, before we start using them, we are actually going to use the few that we have to upgrade. No, we are not. Nope, we are not going to do that. Apparently we have no coins. Are we selling planks, by the way? No, we are not, because we have no planks to sell. Of course we don't. That's why we are not producing any coins. You, come here, collect planks, sell them to people. Yeah. Oops, I still don't have a, thingy to sell, materials. Where is it? The, oh my god, I have the name in the tip of my tongue, and yet I cannot seem to get the word. In any case, that doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Because that is not the focus of today's episode. Today's episode is all about delivering these fantastic goods to the food market. Now, as we established previously, these things are path blockers. Your guys cannot walk through them. They have to go around them or over it, because this is a 3D game. In here, there is the concept of height, and you can actually do some really cool stuff. This is like to be honest, personally, I almost like this game more than Factorial, simply for the fact that we can do some really cool stuff with the 3D aspect of it, but still, they are very different games. But in any case, one of the things that you can do, like for example, I'm pretty sure I'll get stuff back, and if I don't, who cares? No. Your first instinct would be to put the cloth conveyor belt on the floor, like we did over here. But over here, it's pretty much whatever. No one is going to be walking in this area, so who cares, right? But in this area, it's completely different. There is a ton of movement. So, you can technically do something like this. I believe that is... let me just do a small experiment. I shouldn't be wasting these, because these cost planks. I believe it is 2 tiles that of height that it is required for things to transverse under. Yep, yes it is. So let's go to X, let's remove this. Oh, I'm getting the planks back. That's fine. So let's get this back as well, and that as well. So, given that we now know that we need 2 tiles of height for wagons to pass through, we can establish that we can now make a conveyor line, like for example all the way over here, and it would be okay. And as far as I'm aware, you can still pull resources from the 3rd height. You cannot go higher than this. As you can see, we are already pulling resources out of the ceiling. If you go 1 tile higher than this, you will no longer be able to pull the resources out. But as you... Oh shit. I didn't mean to do this. But as you can see, now we can start establishing some supply lines that will not interfere with the roads that we have previously established. And that's pretty nice. Now, I would rather have the coins first to unlock the level 4, so we could start doing a few researches. I suppose we can start building a few extra things, right? We have a bunch of yellow coins and research materials, so let's unlock all the stuff that we can unlock. Tailoring, this is for producing clothing items. That's nice. Boat building, well, that's self-explanatory. It's like a wagon, but it's a boat. And it can transport a bunch of resources, not just 5, a bunch of those. Now, coin boosters, I have no idea what these are, but we'll unlock them anyway. And we are out of research because, well, we need the coins, and we are pretty close to that, so... You know what, guys? You are going to excuse me for a moment? Huh. All of these guys cannot produce enough wood, so... you are... the hell am I gonna do this? Drop the wood over there, please. I kinda want you to drop that stuff. Drop that stuff, please. Please, no! Okay guys, so pretty much what I'm going to do is I'm going to start building this path over here because I'm going to have to unfortunately destroy a couple of trees. I'll try to minimize the damage to the landscape and start delivering these tomatoes automatically. So give me a moment and we'll be right back. Okay guys, so just a quick tip for you that I just remembered. Now, building these scaffoldings can be a little bit of a pain in the ass because, you know, give it... Shit. You see what happens, right? Scaffoldings, if you right click them, they'll go away. Okay, that's right. Every time you try to move the camera, you just destroy a bunch of scaffoldings. But hey, here's a quick tip for you because, you know, building scaffoldings is a little bit tedious trying to place one after the other. You grab the conveyor belt that you are going to want and just go like this, and bam, it will automatically build the scaffolding for you. In fact, you can also do the same thing with the elevation. Instead of putting the scaffolding ramp, right, selecting the ramp and putting it down, you can actually select the conveyor belt and go like this, bam, it will automatically build the ramp for you. So yeah, sometimes, like for example, I kind of want to build a bridge, simply because, right? Say I want to build a land bridge for my wagons in the future from year to year, but I really don't want to build the scaffolding one by one. If I have a bunch of cloth conveyors, I just use the conveyor belts to build the bridge for me. All you need to do is build the pillars, the first pillar and the last one, and the rest is history. And now, come on, game. I'm sorry. I keep deleting stuff with the right click when I try to move the camera. Now, all there is left to do is to connect to the tomatoes to the market, and now... Boop, boop, boop. There we go. Automatic delivery of tomatoes, which means that our tomato wagons are no longer needed. They can be retired or used for other things, like for example, we have a lot of paper. We kind of have a little bit of paper. We could transport this paper all the way over there, even though we can do that automatically as well. But now, I know there is another one of you. You. Stay over there. Once I have a use for you, I'll use you. Don't worry. But yeah, now that we have automatic delivery of tomatoes, we can actually start doing the same for other things. You know, like the paper. Right now we are using wagons. We don't really need to. Just, you know, always remember to leave a gap so that your guys and vehicles can pass through, and you know, you don't block yourself in. Now we are close to getting the things that we need. Hello, it says over there that I have the available materials. Don't lie to me. Okay, so now I can increase my housing capacity, which is a fantastic. Kitchen to prepare more food, fishery to get, you know what, you probably can guess that, right? Basic medicine, blah blah blah, and metallurgy. What do we need next? Metallurgy stuff. Okay, this is going to be a little bit far away from what we want. Alright, so let me take a look at the research and buildings that we have available and see what should be the next step in the in our city, right? Oh, I'm such a dummy. I have the general store right here. I thought I didn't have it. But I do. This is not great. This is not great at all. We need to have a production line specific to this. We need to see what can we do. Now, where am I gonna put you? Right here, perhaps? Close to the city center. This shoot will be destroyed soon enough. I kinda wanted to have you centered, though. This is a little bit too far away for my tasting. Oh well, what the hell. Let's put it right there. Now, in here we can actually sell a couple of things, like the stone bricks and the planks. And if we do, that will upgrade the houses as we supply them with the stuff. Now, you, my good friend, I want you to stop doing this. Thank you. You're probably going to be fired. I'm sorry. And, well, I'm just going to set up a few production lines to provide the stone bricks and the planks to our citizens over here. I think these trees no longer, they are more of a nuisance than a actual resource, so let's go and take care of these trees for that thing over there. And let's deconstruct this thing, because it's rather inconvenient. And now let's first remove that, move this to its proper location. I kind of want to have it centered like this. Fantastic. There we go. Proper pathing, always important. Now that this is in its proper place, I kind of want to do something first before I start the supply lines for this, because we are low on workers, and we could put a few more houses down. So let's go like, let me see, how close do I want you? A little bit farther away, please. Like this, and like this. Then that resources, unfortunately, will have to go away. That is gonna cost us money, but that's fine. Put path. There we go. And now we have access to more workers, so all we need to do... Now, these thingies, I'm going to keep them. Okay, these are not for sale. In fact, I'm even going to upgrade my barn so that I have more capacity. But I'm going to establish a similar supply, a similar thingy to this one, but instead of storing it for, you know, safekeeping, we are actually going to sell it. So let me see. What resources do we have that are out of the map, but in a good location for us to start doing that? Okay, first things first, let's go for the planks. A bunch of resources are going to have to be destroyed, unfortunate, but it is what it is. That's how things go sometimes. So let's barn this. Let's put a conveyor from here to there, and shoot from shoot like this. You produce me some planks, good sir. The planks will then be delivered to the barn, and from the barn we can actually deliver them automatically to the general store. Is not that far away, so 1, 2, 3, and let's put it 1, 2, 3 right there. Then we go like this, we find a corner, 1, 2, 3, conveyor like this, like that. Great. Planks are done. Now, I built this thing over here because, well, it was too good to leave alone, because there was potatoes and berries. We are actually producing, I believe we can produce 2 recipes at one, in this one, right? Carrots and potatoes, yep. Unlike the other production buildings, these actually can produce both simultaneously. Let me just see. Okay, if we had another worker, it will double the speed as well. Okay, we don't want to be doubling any speed for now. That can also be delivered over there in due time. We are kinda trying to go first for the cut stone in here. Now, we could make the cut stone in here because we are using these resources, but that would be a temporary measure. But there is a lot of stone that we are not going to be using anytime soon for the for the conveyors. So, you know what? I think that's not a terrible idea. So let's just add one of these over there. And a masonry. I need a masonry. Where are you, stone mason? Yeah, but I cannot shoot the stuff. Maybe I can. I can shoot it if I go like this. Let's just make a path to the cotton for these workers over here. Like so. Stone brick. Small chute. Couple of workers, and nope. Bam, bam, there we go. And from here, I don't even know if I want to barn it or not. Maybe I should burn it. You know what? That's what I'm going to do. In here, we are going to set up a filter for planks and more planks. And down here, it's stones and more stones. Great. So let me just set up a few of these lines and we'll see how many houses can we upgrade with this. I'm pretty sure that eventually we'll be able to upgrade all of them, but that's probably gonna take a little bit of time, right? Alright, so here we go. The stonemason is inputting into the barn, and the barn is sending it into the general store. Now, soon enough, we should see some of these houses to start being upgraded into level 5. And by the way, how much does this sell for? 1 coin. Okay. It was to be expected. It is a basic resource anyway, but it will be useful to start. How should I put it? To start upgrading these houses to level 2, or in this case level 3. Great. So, red coins. We are working on those. There is more that we could do, but we are not going to do that just yet. Basic stuff, it's all that we need for now. So let's see, what do we need to do next to progress for the next level? We need to do metallurgical stuff, and this is going to take a little bit of time. So I'm still waiting a little bit on those red coins because we are going to need them for research, so I thought I could start establishing the potatoes and berry line from over here. It's going to be quite useful. We have a lot of yellow coins already, but you can never have enough money. Trust me. Now, one thing that I noticed is that you can add these things called the coin boosts, right? And so, for what I can understand, I already pay. You have to pay a flat fee at first. Already pay that, but if you add 1 coin booster, I believe that that going down is 1 coin spent. You can speed up the process quite significantly. So I needed 3 workers to make 2 planks per second, right? But I can get the same with just 1 worker and a coin booster. So yeah, you know what? I'm going to save myself a couple of workers in here because well, I have so many coins, and I kind of want to see if this is worth it in the long run. So yeah, let's do that. And whoa, the forest is almost completely destroyed. Oops, and so is the grain over here, which means that soon this thing will be destroyed, and well, all these guys will no longer be necessary. But of course that I will be supplementing the wood with some foresters. Now foresters, 1 guy will increase the output 100%, not 50% like in the lumber mill. Right? I wonder if I put a coin booster in here. Okay, a coin booster pretty much just increases by 100% as well. So with this, we'll actually be producing a sufficient amount of wood to yeah, I think so, to supplement the loss of this forest. It is unfortunate, but that was the plan. We need to collect all of these resources. Now I'm going to use these guys to start collecting these resources over here. Even though it will be far away and inefficient, I just want them to delete them from the map. So it's okay, it can take as long as it needs to. And this finishes the potato farm. We are now supplying 3 vegetables to the food market, plus this little bit of grain that we are deleting from the map. It will be soon an extinct resource, but at least for a little while. We can then set up another farm over here and collect more grain to supply our citizens. But for now, I don't think it will be necessary because you guys have a bunch of food, so don't complain. But moving on. Whoa, what is that? Nature research points, huh? Okay, that's interesting. I'll have to look into that, but in any case, what we want is a metallurgy thingy over here. This unlocks forge, silo, a bunch of recipes, and more research. Okay, let's go once again back into the research and see what more can we Research, not much, because we are going to need the industry research points. Okay, I'll have to see how to get those. This one we are going to leave for later because it costs a ton of coins, but let's just unlock the lab where we can build the industrial knowledge tome and the natural knowledge tome, the stuff that we are going to need to progress the research. Great, and the kitchen, because why not? It's right there. And the rest can stay because we don't need them. Okay, so now that we have the metallurgy, let me look for a moment at the resources that we are going to need and where should I start putting some stuff. Okay, so we are going to have to build a forge. I think that's obvious, right? So let's see. Let's go right here. And okay, so we need iron and fuel. Fuel can be anything, but coal is pretty much the best fuel that we have available to us, and that we are going to have available to for a very, very long time. And we kind of want to build nails, because nails is the next item required to make the house upgrade. But we probably are going to need the iron plates as well, because a bunch of stuff needs that, like the iron wheel. Now, where do I build that? I think we need the machinery to build the wheels. Yeah, because it's not in the forge and it's not in the workshop. So I don't see where else could it be, right? So let's try to progress that way. Let's see. Lab, where is it? We gonna need one of those to build the tomes for research. Laboratory. Let's go over there. We can move this around, so there is okay. We need to build a book. A book is built in the workshop, and a book requires paper and cloth or leather. That is going to be not annoying, but slightly inconvenient. Okay, so resources that we are going to need. We are going to need trees, and we are going to need these thingies, right? Cotton. We have cotton over here and trees over here. But now that we have a bunch of coins, we can start buying more property around here. So let's buy these two plots of land. Oh, great! We found two temples. This is late game stuff, but this is to make crystals. Great, it is. Oh, what? This is a trading post. Oh, I see. We can trade stuff for stuff. I'd rather build it myself, thank you. But hey, we now have a bunch of space and more resources, but no cotton, unfortunate. We can plant it though, because we now have the fertilizer. Let me see, how much does it cost to plant cotton? Oh, it's a sheep. It's okay. Alright guys, give me a moment and we shall set up some sort of production line for books and not for books, but for industrial knowledge tomes. This is the most important part right now. This can wait for a little bit. Alright guys, so in order for us to build the industrial tomes, this is all the buildings that we are going to need. Probably with some barns in the way, just to store up a couple of stuff. But in any case, now we need to organize this stuff, and we need to find some resources. Now, this is going to be probably moved right here to collect these trees, right? They are not being used anyway, so how about we take care of those? But this is going to be planted, and the rest, well, we'll see. Well guys, while I'm building this, let me just show you why red coins are amongst the most important ones, because these are the coins that allow you to flatten terrain like there is no tomorrow, and trust me, you are going to want that at some point. Now, allow me to continue. Alright guys, now this looks a little bit complicated, and it is. The spaghetti monster is starting to grow, but I'm pretty sure that we have now everything in place to build the industrial knowledge tombs. So I set up a small farm over here with the farm plots, That's why I set up the farm near the water, so that it collects water automatically and therefore can water the plants without any worker interaction, right? That sends the cotton over there, it's converted to cloth, it's transported over here where is already a little bit of paper waiting, and then for every 2 pieces of cloth and 4 pieces of paper, we build a book. Together with the iron plates that we are getting from the forge, that makes the industrial knowledge tomb. Now, we still need to deliver those tombs over here to the school. Quite a challenge, but that's okay. Nothing a bunch of chutes can't handle, right? Not chutes, conveyors, right? But for the forge, now this is the most more outgoing build, the part of the build. I mean, I had to build a bridge over here because we had a little bit of iron over here. And this was somewhat of the shortest distance that we could get between this iron and this coal. Now this coal is in a lower elevation than the forge over here. That's why I built this barn in the way, so that our guys can shoot the stuff into the barn. Then we raise it a couple of levels and send it all the way through the mountain without any issue. Right? It's what I said, always remember that the chutes require you to have a higher elevation so that things can actually roll down. And yeah, now we are producing the tombs. That's fantastic. Like I said, I still need to figure out a way to transport them over here to the school, but that's going to be rather easy in comparison to figuring out all these things to be as less offensive to the eye as possible, right? But in any case, guys, I think that this is all the time that I have, and these tombs will be delivered to the school, but in the next episode. So before I forget, let me just put a barn right here, so that we don't waste all of those resources, right? We can start storing these up so that future me can find a way to deliver them to the school right there. But like I said, this is all the time that we have, so I hope that you have enjoyed this episode and that you are enjoying the series so far. If you are, please consider subscribing and help the channel grow. This is the Base Manager signing out. Bye bye.